Hey, it's Scott Xavier, and this is my Magic Review show. I thought it was about time to start one, so here it is. If you hear any snoring in the background, that's my pug. She's over here snoring away. I just got home from the gym, so please excuse the gym attire. And this is it right there. Always a great thing to have in your Magic reviews. Anyways, I am going to Peru doing some magic for a bunch of wealthy mortgage bankers, so I thought I would buy some new magic to keep me entertained and also to make the evening more fun, I guess, for the audience. I'm big into marked cards, so I bought an Orphic wallet. Another story. We'll get to that in a second. We're going to be reviewing that, but they gave me from Penguin Magic a set of the Blue Bicycle marked deck. It's pretty amazing, and for I think they're $5 each. These things are beautiful. They're nearly disposable pricing. I mean, the marking system is pretty obvious. I don't want to put it too close to the camera so you can see it, but they do have the Maiden Bicycle deck design. Yeah, I can see it. Let's hear it. I won't. We'll just give it a quick cut somewhere. And this should be the Jack of Diamonds. Yeah. So they're super easy. They're marked in multiple locations on the back, which is beautiful. And you can get them in Stripper. You can get them in the Pneumonica. You can get them in blue or red marked cards. It's a beautiful deck. Even the jumbo indices, if you're kind of playing for older people, those are always great. Or if you like them for the stage, very cool to have there. There's a lot of things you can do with them. I think they're beautiful. They're probably one of the best marked cards I've ever seen. I would honestly, the only thing that holds them back is the fact that the markings are pretty obvious on there. You can't see this one because it's just a, I don't know, a blank card. So that'll give you an idea of what the back looks like. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. I could see them immediately. I didn't have to train or anything to see them. Instantaneously you see them. Because of ease of use and the fact that I use them on stage and people are not going to be checking them out too much, I use them in a psychic, mind reader, mentalism demonstration. So no one's really going to be checking them out too much, especially when I switch them in afterwards because I'm going to be using a deck. I think it'll be pretty easy to get away with using them. I like them. I will give them 96%. They could be higher. Could be a little bit cheaper. Could be, I don't know. $5 is good. They're just not my everyday use for that. They're basically just a marked deck. I'm not going to substitute them in. I can't justify spending $5 a deck, especially when I'm out every single day, doing magic and I have deck cards on me and, I'll use 2 or 3 decks a day. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, I seriously love the cards. They're amazing. I have no complaints. If you hand them to people, they can probably see the markings. It's very obvious. They're not hidden. To a degree, they're hidden, but if somebody's looking for them, they will find them. But that brings me to my second deck, which I am going to review. The Gilded Diamond by Diamond Jim Tyler, who's a friend of mine and also a neighbor of mine. Lives not too far away, probably less than 2 blocks away. And I saw these at his house, and I was like, what are those? And he goes, well, they're marked. I'm like, what? And when I saw them, they blew me away. Like, seriously, the marking system on them is very well hidden. So if you're playing with people who know cards, it's going to be very easy to get away with hiding the system. I mean, right now, here, I don't want to put them too close. They're beautiful. They've got the diamond design. Jim's got the best graphic designer, I would say, because they're really amazing. I'm not going to look at these. I'm going to just look at the back really casually, and I've got them. It's sort of like a magic poster where you have to stare at them. And once you get it, you know exactly how to do it. Your brain just has to interpret what's going on in your head and just figure it out. Because right now, this is a 3 clubs. Yes. Then we'll go, let's see the next one. I'll look at them as you guys can see them. So, Ace Hearts. And the 6 spades. Yeah, and they're an amazing marking system. I honestly, when I saw them and I kind of guesstimated at what was going on, I've used a ton of marked decks before. I got them immediately. As soon as Jim pointed them out, I was like, what? That's pretty amazing. I mean, I really I loved it. I was blown away. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of these. I will give them out of 100. They're difficult. I'm not gonna lie. You're going to need the vision to see them. Once you get them, you have them. Every time I pick them up that I haven't used them in a couple days, I have to re-look through the system to be able to get my brain adapted to it. But they're not hard to see. I mean, once you know what you're looking for, they're actually pretty good. I'm going to go 91, 92%. I really do love it. The quality of the cards is phenomenal. They're the air cushion. Let's see what they actually say on here. Yes, for more diamond playing cards, go to djtyler.com. Oh, that's cool. They're really, I mean, it's a decent box. I like it. I like the black. It looks beautiful. I love the cards. I'm going to go 92%. They're seriously like, they're beautifully fanned. I mean, you can easily do all kinds of flourishes and show some crazy magic with them. They're beautifully stringed. You can fan them. I love them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. They're pretty good. I'm going to go at least 92%. Big fan of them. Okay, and this is my favorite item that I bought for Peru and for this lecture. It's the Orphic wallet. The 1914 presents Orphic by Louis Laval, which is a beautiful, beautiful packaging just alone. Anybody who's ever sold things, if a lot of you probably have seen some of my products online, the packaging is always the hardest thing to do because it costs so much money. And how much are you honestly going to sell this stuff for? Magic, you sell 200, you're a bestseller. Everybody thinks you're selling thousands of them. No, the only thing that sold, like, I believe they sold over, like, I forgot how many tens of thousands was liquid metal. But anyways, yeah, it's really hard to justify packaging. But anyways, let me tell you, this wallet is amazing. It's a Peak wallet and a card to wallet. We've got my info right here. I use it as my everyday wallet, so I have right now inside of there. Sorry, it's a little tight. Anytime you buy a new wallet, it's always going to be a little hard to break in. So I have my ID and 2 credit cards. We'll just take them out so you can see inside there. So that's what it looks like. This is what you get. I've got a different size and different business cards in there for different reasons. They're routines of mine. And basically, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a business card, have your audience write on the blank side. I'll use this since I don't feel like teaching you how to use it and going through the effort. You just have them slide inside the wallet for, security reasons. Can't see through either side. And as I say that, I've already gotten the peak. And as you can tell, there's nothing to see unless you know how to use it. So under the guise of putting on a rubber band, I just go, okay, and I already got the peak again. It's insane. The thing is, the best peak wallet I have ever seen in my life. It's my everyday wallet now. It's my go-to wallet. The thing is insane. You get a full business card. Peak, to be fair, it's not complete because if you look at the card, a bit's going to be sticking out. So you're going to probably get 90%, 85%. The thing is ingenious. The video teaches you a lot of ways to peek, including like a tarot peek. When you're reading somebody, you can just pick it up and move it and you get a peek. It's a card to wallet in the 1914 Orphic Plus wallet. Unfortunately, they routed that at Penguin Magic, but I did get the marked cards as a gift for buying or spending so much money. It was like $100, just around there. So it was a bit much, maybe 80, I don't remember. Well worth it. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to run out of it at some point. I mean, the wallet's got to break down. It's made of leather. Thing's beautiful. This should probably be good for 2 to 5 years, but what happens when this thing breaks down? I'm worried. I can't find them anywhere. I want to buy more. I'd buy 2 or 3 more for backups, but it's hard to find. And the problem with the Orphic is you can't do a card to wallet. Let's face it, it could fit a card inside, but the mechanism inside is a little difficult to work. So as a Peak wallet, the thing is ingenious. Card to wallet, I'm not too worried about because I do a Mercury fold, and the Mercury fold will allow me to get it inside and display it inside of this little feature right there. If I had cards that show you, I'd put it in my wallet and pop it out. It's pretty amazing when it's in between, like right where your driver's license is. You see a Mercury folded signed playing card in there, and then you pull it out and hand it to them. Man, that's a jaw-dropping moment. One of the best Peak wallets I've ever seen, if not the best. And there's no electronics. It's not like the battery, it has to be recharged. It's in my pocket every single time. I use this in psychic readings. I use this in palmistry. I do this in everyday life. I use it at least a dozen times whenever I'm working, if not more. I love it. It's amazing. The packaging is amazing. I mean, check this out. It's a cool cardboard with like the Orphic and gold. Oh, it's a beautiful item. I'm giving it 100% because it's in my pocket. It's not going anywhere unless it rips, and then I'm just going to have to find somebody and buy it at exorbitant amounts because thing's beautiful. You can't get a better Peak wallet, in my opinion. I've had so many of them. I've had Lucha's Blink, which I like it. I used it for a while, but then something came off of it. I don't want to give away too much, but it did not work properly, and then I had to re-engineer it. So yeah, Orphic's 100% in my book. And here's the other one, the Insider by Mark Oberon. It's a Peak device, basically a stack of index cards. Let's say you give them one and they write something on it. It's handed to you face down. Slide it right in there. And I can tell you right now, I'm getting a full, well, not full Peak, probably getting 80% Peak. I don't want to tell you how it's done, otherwise I would show you, but yeah, I'm getting a massive amount. And then you can show each side free and clear of any Peak windows, no flashes or anything, and you can easily put it on with a rubber band. I actually use this when I'm doing close-up Q&A. I have something written right around here, and I can peek everything as I'm talking to them. I get the peek and I go, think about your question that you wrote down here. Here, we're just going to make it more secure. I want you to hold open your hand, put this in your hand, cover it, and I've already peeked what was inside, which is a beautiful method. You can do it one-handed. You could easily do it two hands to get the peek. The thing, it's my reader peek. I love it. I use it whenever I'm doing readings, so this is always also in my pocket so I can do readings and get a question. I mean, nothing's better than a Q&A close-up, and that thing is a killer. I seriously love it. I have one complaint. I'm going to show you the gimmick. That's a gimmick. It's plastic. It's also got black, dark, dingy nastiness. Why? Because it's been in my suit jacket a lot, because I've had this for about 2 months. It's about 2 months of constant wear, and it does get marked up. So you will need to buy a new one after, I don't know, 6 months or so. Or you just use it like this. It's not that big of a deal. You can even put a card on top of it and have them here. You can have them fill out the information on the card, and the problem is these are not standard index cards. So you're going to have somebody make these or buy them from Mark Oberon. The problem is that's a company that is in England, but that's okay. Once you hand this out, see, you can't even tell how marked up that is, but it is marked up. You can see right around here. And it's kind of dirty, so yeah, sorry about the pug snoring in the background. If you hear, I've got a pug back here. This is her house. I just rent it from her. But anyways, yeah, I love the peak. I'm getting the peak right now again, just for reference. That's how quickly it's done. And like, yeah, it's completely invisible. You can't see it. I love it. I use it. I'm going to continue using it. It's about a 96%er for me. The only way it could get better is if the index cards were universal and available at Staples and Walmart, and if it was easily cleaned. It's not easily cleaned. It's plastic of some sort. I don't know, Mark, you gotta fix that. You fix it, you get 100% from me. So, eye candy. How can you show eye candy except to actually do it live. So take a Tic Tac. Whoop. I don't know if you know there, but there's a duct. If you snort it, you can actually, you can see it right back there as I. Let me go pick that up as it dropped on the floor. I don't know what's grosser, this trick or dropping it on the floor, but let me tell you, eye candy is one of those things. It's a reputation maker. It's beautiful. Takes some getting used to. You are sticking something into your eye. It's medical grade. It's not a Tic Tac, let's be fair. I am going to tell you that it is perfectly made. I did it within 5 minutes of watching the video. I had one in my eye. I was able to produce it. It's beautiful. It's a thing of legend. In 4 days of having it on YouTube, I've gotten over 1,300 views, which just shows people's love of this sick and bizarre magic. So I can't say enough about it. The thing is, I bought it because I'm going to Peru and I wanted something while I'm on, one of those long shuttles to the hotel. I wanted something to just mess with people, other tourists, I'm sorry. And while I'm on the tours, just mess with them a little bit. And this is one of those things that will be a jaw dropper. People, you should see the reviews on YouTube. It's great. If you're bored later, check out it's youtube.com/Dr. Zodiac, DRZODIAC. Kept that name for a long time. It's an old one, but man, I can't. This brings me back to my sideshow days. Used to tour with a circus sideshow in Pennsylvania and New York. Thing was sideshow. Everybody wants to be romantic. I was working carnivals and circuses, so it was one of those things. It wasn't the best of environments, but it wasn't the worst. I mean, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I did it. I did my time, and I can say that I'm, a performer in a sideshow. So that was the coolest thing. But this is one of those tricks that would be great there. It's awe-inspiring. It's not going to be great on stage. It'll be great in a stand-up. Maybe if you're in a sideshow, freak show where you have 20 or 30 people in the audience, it's going to be awesome. If you are doing street performing, it's going to be awesome. They say you can keep them in your eye for 2 hours. I've had one in there for about 20 minutes, and you can't tell it's in there. I mean, let's not lie. I mean, the thing's in there. It's not for everybody. I mean, it's great. I love it. The reactions are awesome. It's a David Blaine-esque kind of a stunt. I could see David doing this. I'm going to give it 89%, maybe 90%, because I don't think a lot of you will do it. I think you'll buy it and you'll sit on it because it's one of those things that takes a lot to jam something into your ocular cavity like that. But once you do it, and by the way, the crediting on it's amazing. They mentioned Swami mantra, which is where the original idea of putting needles in your eyes came from. Who is it? It's Hanson Chen and Eric Ross have joined forces to release it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be doing it a lot. The problem is after buying it, I don't know where I'm going to do it. It's like there's not many places you can do it. It's one of those things, you're not going to do it in a corporate show. You can't do it in a college show because there's too many people and they can't see it. And maybe if you have like a camcorder and you're going to zoom in, camcorder, yeah, 21st century, showing my age. If you had a camera and a projector in the back, maybe you could justify doing it. I don't know. I mean, I love it. I do it online all the time. Maybe Zoom shows would be fun. It would be cool, aside for Zoom, it's one of those cool things. I don't know. I really do enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed everything. Can't say enough. I think the star of the show will be the Orphic wallet. I mean, that thing's amazing. Eye candy's great. I'm going to go 90% on, yeah, probably 90 on the Orphic. or I'm sorry, on the eye candy, because it's just not, can't justify it. I mean, who's going to be doing this? Is a question. There's eye candy. Comes in a nice box. You get this cool little thing so you can keep all your props in here. So as you're traveling, it is tiny. I mean, this can fit, let's see, in a card box. Sorry, Jim, using your card box. Let's see if we can see it. There you go. It's tiny. It's a tiny little box. So I will be doing it. I am doing it. I can't say enough about it. I'm going to give it 90 because I know the rest of you are not going to be doing it. It's not something we want to do. You literally have to put a Tic Tac sized medical device into your eye because it's not a Tic Tac. There's some sleight of hand necessary in some parts of it. So do not go home and try this with a real Tic Tac. You're insane if you do it. I used to do it with corn kernels because that was a part of S1E1 mantra back in the day. I used to try it. I was big into geek magic. Now, dude, once you hit 40, it's all downhill. I'm not going to be jamming anything that's not medical grade in my eyes. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, Orphic is the breakout hit. I also enjoy the Mark deck by Rick Lax and Penguin Magic. Really huge product. I love it. Everything else has been pretty good. I'm using them all, so I can't say anything too bad about anything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I'm Scott Xavier. Thanks for checking me out.